Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope your day is going extremely well. Today, in this video, I will explain more details about my Nezha build. And here's a quick recap about what you need to know about Nezha.
Firewalker leaves a trail of flames at his feet as he runs, dealing fire damage to the enemies that come in contact. Fun fact, I did watch almost all the builds for Nezha on YouTube, but I didn't see anyone that using Firewalker as a damage deal in the level cap. Blazing Chakram throws a fire Chakram. If it hits an enemy, they will become more vulnerable to the damage. Triggering this ability while the Chakram is flying will make Nezha teleports to it. Warding Halo creates a protective ring of fire around Nezha that absorb all incoming damage, so this is a really good layer of survivability. Divine Spear impels the enemies in radius around Nezha, banning them to the spears. When deactivated, they retract, slamming the enemies on the ground.
Another point I want to add is the passive. Nezha slide faster 60% and go 35 further, and this passive is really good if you are going to use Pyroclastic Flow. Also, I want to mention how I did use Fire Blast to strip the armor defenses. Just simply click it twice, and you have to know that this build is the 4 Demolisher run. So my range is 8 meters, so any enemy away from 8 meters will not get stripped. So let's explain the build itself. I did use these shards to balance the build more. If you don't have any of them, it's not a big deal. You can play the same setup without using any shard. But you will have to take out Divine Retribution and you will use Natural Talent, because yellow shards is really important in this build. If you don't have them, you have to use Natural Talent. And it's better to use Premature Footed. I was just lazy to put another format, and you will be fine. And I did use Rolling Guard. On dodge, you got 3 seconds of invulnerability and it removes all stats effects on you. And that simply happen when you double shift on your keyboard. Molt Augmented for more strength. By just killing 250, you will get 60% ability strength. Arcane Energize for more energy, and Pyroclastic Flow will accumulate the damage Firewalker deals, and you can save the damage until a Demolisher or Acolyte to do this good damage to them. Divine Retribution. When you use Divine Spears, any heat and slash and toxin will spread out and it multiplies the damage like it said here. I did use Incarnate Praeton Vandal here, and you can also use the normal version or the prime version. You don't have to use the Vandal one. If you didn't have both of them, you can use Carnum Person also. 80% chance primary dead hit is the best arcane when it comes to the DPS weapon. You aim to the headshot and you will get crazy buff. Primary accuracy is also important, just like Deadhead, but it gives you critical chance and damage buff when you shoot in a headshot. But it locked the multi-shot to X1, so you can't use any multi-shot buffs or moods in this build, because it will not work. If you didn't have Driven, just use Galvanized Skull. What is deimos I did use in this build? First, you need to know that Incarnate Form will apply a heat damage to your shots, while it makes the weapon itself shot a small AoE bullets. Evolution 2 will be for sure ammo efficiency is better, cause we can't get multi-shot buff. Evo 3, you can choose the accuracy one if you are bad at aiming, or you can use the punch through one. Evo 4, in this build we look for more critical chance, so that's why I did use more critical chance choice. You will need to know what is the HeatInhirt mechanics before we go to the pistol build. Simply, a HeatInhirt setup comes with 2 separated damage sources. Both of them are modded with heat. In my situation here, I use Epitaph and Nezha himself, or sometimes I use Praeton Incarnate because it deal also heat damage, so any 2 heat damage. So how it works? Simply use Primer to trigger the fire heat stats, and the main DPS weapon you switch to afterwards. So your Epitaph, then your Nezha, or your Epitaph, then your Praeton, and they will die. So now you did know why I did use Viral and Heat. And if you didn't have the Riven, just use Ogre Seeker and just make sure the build is Heat and Viral. If you didn't have the secondary encounter, simply you can use Cascadia Flare. Also, you need to know why Viral Heat, not Corrosive Heat. If you didn't know, Viral did increase the damage to the health by 325% on 10x Viral stats. Heading to my melee build, you have to know also that melee crescendo is by 80% is the best choice for your melee builds, cause simply it makes your combo back to the max after every heavy attack. But how you can stack the buff? Simply you do finisher attacks to gain the initial combo. Dreamer Race will boost your critical damage. If we do light attacks, will pop up like this thing. When you did see this thing, just do a heavy attack and you will get the buff. So light attack, and when it appear, boom, heavy attack. If you need to know why I did use Colossus Prime, this weapon has a unique buff which throw daggers that deal slash stats every time you do a heavy attack. The reason that I'm using Vazarin here is not only the survivability that came from Protective Slang, but also the Void Sneer that will make me get the combo way faster. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope you liked the video or learned something new. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have fun, guys. Goodbye.